Alberta Sunflower Seeds, maker of the Spitz brand, has been successful throughout English Canada. Now Spitz is trying to make it in Quebec. David Gray follows along on the bumpy road to national status.
Summer, the season of obsessions in southern Alberta. Of long drives out where the antelope really do play. Of long prairie evenings on diamonds carved out of cactus fields. And of a longing for a sweetly strange, salty ritual. More common than birdsong. Spitting. Spits.
Good.
Sunflower seeds. Consumed in the West at a rate of 2 pounds a year per person, not including dogs.
Want one of these?
They were called Spits before Tom Droog adopted the name.
Look at the beautiful sizes of Spits.
But now he's the undisputed Western Canadian king of the sunflowers.
Beautiful.
It grabs the bag, blows it open, the funnel pots in it, fingers grab it, and put it in the heat sealer.
And you invented this?
Yes.
From his family farm outside Bow Island, Alberta, he runs a multi-million-dollar business.
Can you tell me what you make per bag? Is that a company secret?
That is a company secret.
I thought it might be.
I know that the profits are good. More than 50%.
Tom started Spitz in 1982.
This is where I was made and born.
A Dutch-born farmer fed up with low wheat prices, who dared to grow something different.
You gotta overcome things like, if your idea would have been so good, somebody else would have done it. And how do you counter-react on that? You have no counter. Like, you just say, yeah, duh. And then you just keep saying, watch me, watch me.
This farmer will be what? He will be smiling.
An appetite for sunflower seeds arrived on the prairies with waves of Eastern European immigration, comfort food from home. Tom Droog's success, innovation, and ruthless marketing.
We revolutionized the industry. We came up with flavors, we came up with a resealable bag. You know, being number one is one thing, staying number one is another. Because everybody is on your butt, you see. And that's fine. And I was on somebody else's butt in the beginning, and then I just booted them out.
Over 16 years, he's built up an empire one town at a time.
Regina, here we come.
Famous for his flashy car, his flair for the dramatic, and his innate ability to talk.
If I'm gonna kiss somebody's butt down there,
Talk.
beer cats.
Talk.
Fly guy, take me to court, see what happens.
Talk. But now he may be facing his toughest sales job yet.
So what's different about trying to do business in Quebec?
Different. They are different, and you gotta deal with them different.
Spitz is getting squeezed. These days, the snack food market is ruled by half a dozen giant chain store operations, including gas stations. They only want national suppliers who can service accounts coast to coast. Translation, Spitz must risk success in a province Tom doesn't understand.
Yeah, I'm bilingual. When I get mad enough, I can bilingual. But,
At Spitz headquarters, Tom's sales team calls a meeting. At the table, Steve McWhirter, account manager, Frank Yee, general manager, and Emmy Droog, Tom's wife and vice president.
Once you're national, we get a little more prestige.
And, prestige. Yeah. Sales. They'll solve a lot of things. Prestige doesn't mean too much. Sales.
Get in the door. You gotta get in
Yes,
the door.
I know.
You gotta
I know.
get in the door.
You gotta do it.
Because like you look at these, like something, because like you look at the grocery, like pretty soon there'll be only 4 or 5.
Yes.
And as long as we're national, we'll still be in there then.
Gee,
Versus regional.
that's scary. Pretty scary. But that's the way it is.
Spitz has failed in Quebec before, forced to retreat from slow sales in a battle over language laws. This time, Tom wants an all-French bag. His team disagrees.
As long as it's equal. Doesn't matter top, bottom, side by side. It doesn't have to be
Everything
English
else, we checked.
first.
Bev has gotten some other bags, and it's all equal. If we go equal French and English,
The decision? Send Steve.
I think Steve should check out the market to see what the majority of the packaging is. I think it'd be best to just go completely bilingual rather than just a French bag. So, and I think, Tom, you've been outvoted.
Oh, one final detail.
You better be bilingual here pretty soon. We'll give you 2 months.
You think he's kidding?
How's your French?
Not very good. About grade 10. Time for my French lesson on the road. 1, 2, 3.
Quelle
Quelle
est,
est
is votre profession?
votre
Your
profession?
profession.
Je suis.
Je suis.
Je suis. Une brochure.
Une brochure.
Une brochure.
Repeat.
His first Quebec sales call is just 2 weeks away.
Learning to speak a new language may be the easy part for Spitz. You see, here in Quebec, chewing and spitting in public is strictly frowned upon. Even chewing gum sales here are well below the national average. And then there's the hometown favorite, a company called Crispy Colonel. Driving into their home territory won't be easy.
I've got so many people honking at me now, it doesn't even fizz me anymore. Hey!
Rush hour, Montreal.
Look at this, like, don't mind the sparks.
A long way from Alberta backroads. First stop, assess the competition.
Looks like Crispy Colonel's kind of cornered the market here.
Yeah, well, they're the hometown boys, so you'll see this in pretty much all the stores. Here, it's just total domination. Crispy, 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 you know.
Next, the real trick.
That wasn't stop sign.
Was it? Did I stop?
Find a distributor,
Oh, yeah, I can't turn right on reds, can I?
a local company who'll get Spitz into Quebec stores. Found it.
Fini. Bonjour, Ron Rosen, s'il vous plaît. It's Steve from Spitz. I'm a little late, sorry.
McGidd has a province-wide network
How you doing?
and wants Spitz business.
And are you looking to give us exclusivity as well of your product in Quebec?
You're saying you can cover all of Quebec. Well, and that's what we're looking at.
I'm sure we can do business together. No question about it.
It sounds like a good fit, though, wait a minute,
Same supplier.
what's that?
What is that, Crispy?
This one is Crispy, yes.
Yeah. And you would distribute for Crispy?
We would distribute for Crispy, but we...
Steve wants more personalized attention. He'll keep looking. Meanwhile, down the road in Quebec City, the Colonels caught word Spitz is coming.
Well, we know Spitz, like they know us, of course.
Marie-Claire Deschênes, marketing director, Crispy Colonel.
Don't forget one thing. People in Quebec know Crispy Colonels. They know the little guy, the face, the logo. We're not afraid about adding a new player. His job is not going to be easy.
At this particular moment,
Bonjour. Bonjour. Nous sommes.
Steve would probably agree. He stops for some quick snapshots for the kids before heading to the airport.
Yeah, I want to get home.
He'll be back.
It won't do. Take them out.
Back in Alberta, Tom's in expansion mode, full time.
Because you went with gold down here and with silver down there.
He's building a new 30,000 square foot warehouse in Medicine Hat.
So we're going to be in it by the end of the month?
A monster.
We better be. Everything else chickadee-boo? What else has to be changed, Mom?
Well, I'm just looking at the engine.
With Emmy keeping an eye on every detail.
This is not done properly.
The husband and wife team sometimes is very stressful. Sometimes she is willing to hang me behind the wallpaper, but I don't stick very good.
It was going to be painted. That was part of the quote.
But I'm the visionary down there. She is the controller. She looks after the box.
One thing they agree on, Quebec's become a top priority. August, Quebec City. Steve thinks he may have found the distributor he was looking for and has brought Frank to help seal the deal. How serious are they? Well, they're wearing ties.
They know who Crispy Colonel is. They know what their strengths are, and they know their weaknesses.
They believe that Crispy's market could easily be penetrated.
The company they're talking about is Distribution Soleil.
Just a velocity reading on what our #1 sellers are. So
run by two partners, André Dery and Laurier Couture.
But you're not doing Gaspé right now?
Oh, yes. Everything I show you, we're doing.
Okay.
It's well covered.
It seems a good match. But first, Steve and Frank must convince Soleil's frontline troops.
Spitz is the #1 selling sunflower seed in Canada.
The drivers.
It generates millions of dollars worth of sales each year.
Most speak only French
Ça génère des millions de dollars de ventes chaque année.
and prefer cracking seeds with their hands, not their teeth.
Très bonne, regarde. Très bonne.
But they like the product. Time to talk money.
somewhere down the line, maybe you guys can absorb the 2%, and we'll look at absorbing the 8%.
They haggle over every detail.
Not yet.
But it's clear Soleil expects Spitz to carry the lion's share of the risk and to pay more here than other provinces to enter the market.
Are you looking for us to take that hit, or do you want to share it? Or?
We don't want to share it at all. We want you to pay.
Yeah.
Reluctantly, Frank agrees.
Are you happy? Did you give too much?
Oh yeah, I gave too much.
Well, I'm as happy as you. Maybe we should receive a little bit more.
It's a deal. The boys call home.
Okay, and you don't make him any promises you can't keep, I hope.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Great job, guys.
Yeah, great job.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
Both Tom and Emmy are pleased, but the big question remains.
Bonjour.
Spitz has gone national, but will the national chains put Spitz in their Quebec stores?
They say we're going to do this if you do that. Now, we did this. Let's see if they do that.
4 months later, December in Montreal. Soleil's drivers, at least, are hooked on sunflower seeds. They've placed product in nearly 500 stores, but almost all are independents. It's early days still, but so far, Tom's worries about the national chains are coming true.
What lessons have you learned along the way?
It's never as easy as you think.
Steve is gaining customers,
Try those.
Thanks.
Tell your friends how good they are.
albeit 1 or 2 at a time.
La première fois j'en mange, puis c'est bon.
January 4th, Medicine Hat, and Tom's still making changes. The proper doorknobs are here.
They had to be changed.
Yeah?
But it's right now.
Another change? Frank Yee, general manager, is gone. No details, but it was Tom's decision. As for Quebec, just getting on the shelves is costing far more than expected. For example,
$40,000. You're in it for 3 months, and now prove yourself. That's
40 grand just to get in the store.
Just to get into the stores.
and to make matters worse, Tom's just received a not entirely unexpected phone call.
So you got a call before Christmas?
That's right.
Saying what?
Not enough French on the bag.
From who?
From the Quebec language law.
Fixing it will be expensive. One last question.
Was it worth it?
We always wanted to do this. Now you do it, and you know, hindsight, I can tell you, it wasn't worth it. But I'm not a very much of a person for hindsight. My hindsight is so damn good, makes me nervous. But you gotta look ahead.
And they are. If Spitz can't win over Quebec, well, Tom did just return from China.
They were spitting sunflower seeds left, right, center, all over the place. And there's 1 billion of them. It was just absolutely mind-boggling. But now you have to put the puzzle together, the Chinese way.
Who knows? Plant a seed, maybe it will grow.
They're remortgaging their houses. They're begging their families to invest. Yet Larry Finson and Chris Emery